Hey everyone, so this is another review video. I know, so interesting. Yeah, another review video. A couple figures after just making another review video before stop motion. That was so fantastic. Anyway, here's Trouble, Trigger, whatever you call them. Now I'm just gonna call them Trouble or Trigger because yeah, it's just, I mean, they're similar names that just get me confused when I try to think. Oh yeah, I got 4 figures here. So, oh, also I crossed out some specific information there because you think you people deserve that info? Get out of here, you silly gooses. Though I will say this, I live in the United States, and now that I'm done doxing myself, I did not open these boxes here. So I don't know which of the figures are in these ones, but I do know what is in the other ones. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start with this fella because I mean, it'll take the less. It takes up less space, and also, I don't know. I have a feeling that it. I don't know. I think it's just because, why not? Because let's just pick one, I guess. Messy cutting. There we go. Then like so. And then like this. And we opened it, and it's Captain America. I had a feeling that this was Captain America. Yeah, I ordered Captain America. You're probably gonna question it because it's like Square Animations or Squareface or whatever you like to call me. I go by those two. You already have Captain America. So what you're hearing right now is apparently both of them in the closet fighting. I did not know Smokey was in the closet. But yeah, you're probably wondering if you already have a Captain America, which I'm going to grab right now. They are upset, I guess. Yeah, I already have a Captain America here, Sam Wilson. And yeah, I need to fix his shield because I made it where he had straps because this part broke. But then I had to peel those off because one of the straps broke because they were made out of rubber bands. So yeah. Also, I have a feeling that the new method I'm going to make it where he, like, how it's going to be held to his back, I feel like that method is going to really, really work out if I do it correctly. And I'm going to base it off of, like, Mezco's Captain America. How, how that he had, like, those straps on the shield and how he could, like, wear them? Like, just, like, have them on his shoulders or something. Yeah, I'm gonna make it where it's like that with that Sam Wilson Captain America. Anyway, though, let's get out Captain America. Reason why, and another there's the shield. Another reason why I picked Steve Rogers here, simple. Have you seen the new trailers for Avengers Doomsday? They may not have that much info going on, especially with, like, the Steve Rogers one. I don't care. I get to see Steve Rogers, Captain America, played by Chris Evans, come back again with a baby, because I guess that's one attribute he got from hanging out with Peggy in the past. If you don't remember, go watch Avengers Endgame. I mean, that's why they're playing Avengers Endgame back in theaters, to get your mind jogged back up about the events for Doomsday. But man, this movie looks great. I cannot wait. I am just... The fact that we get to have Prime Thor back, basically Thor with the short hair and him being Thor again, is nice. I like that. Ow. But also, we got to see the X-Men. And if you haven't watched the X-Men trailer, I would recommend it, because you get to see Cyclops, like, recreating that iconic kind of thing where he's like, scream. Mind, trouble, trigger. Yeah, you know, it's like an iconic shot that Cyclops tends to do. Also, I really hope they make it where they make Cyclops cool, because it was a shame seeing how Fox made Cyclops just sidelined. Which, I mean, yeah, everyone knows that sucked. But you also get to see him in comic book costume. I would just love to see him be cool. So, anyway, you got Steve here. And, well, I'd say that's pretty accurate to his face. Though, on camera, his eyes just look a bit dead inside. But... that's just on camera. And he comes with an masked head, which, I mean, of course you got it because it's Captain America. He's got this weird feeling to him. I don't know. Feels a bit weird. Maybe it's just fresh package feeling. He comes with a pointing hand because Captain America makes sense how he's pointing at people. Or just pointing things. And this hand, you know, saluting. Or running hand. And, of course, the shield. Now, I do want to try this out, though. So. Though I'm worried it might not work. Because there's a high chance it might not work. Because I did, you know, mention Mezco, Captain America, and all that for a reason. Because I wanted to try doing something. Though I'm afraid it might not work. Because, I mean, it'd be kind of hard trying to put it on. Basically, I was just planning to make it where, like, I slide his arms into the straps, both arms. So then it's like, it's held onto his back. Like so. But I'm worried that just might not work. I don't know. He also apparently can't raise his arms too much. Oh well, I'll figure that out if I can't do it, if I can do it or not. On articulation. So this guy has a neck hinge, and he can. I know he can look down this much, which luckily doesn't look weird. I think he can only look up this much, maybe. Which is not really much. In retrospective, this is like straightforward, and then this is like, I think as high as he can look. I guess so. Maybe he needs to just be loosened up by hot water or something, because he feels is that really how much he can raise his arms? I mean, I guess because of the shoulder pads, but if so, that's kind of lame, don't you think, Cap? No, wait, never mind. No, his shoulder pads are softer plastic, so he can raise them up to here at most, which was good to know, because I was kind of worried you could not lift them up that much. He has, well, arm swivel, the standard spiel. This much bend, and the typical wrist hinge. He can bend forward this much. Is that really that much? It can bend back this much. Sorry if I'm not giving that much energy into this, like, commentary. It's just that, well, I don't know, it's just kind of like, the standard drill with, like, Marvel Legends, how that they kind of like have the same kind of articulation, but might as well see how much range they got for each individual figure. He can bend his knees this much. So, and he can bend his feet down this much and up this much, and of course tilt. So Cap, are you not able to do like that one thing what you tend to do, which is hide behind your entire shield, like when you're crouched? Is he not able to do that? Because that's a good question I have. Oh, he has a boot cut as well. Well, I can try. Oh yeah, and also waist cut. If you didn't have this belt, it would have looked a bit more weirder, which I'm glad about. So, I don't think he can. I could try though, maybe. But I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like it's maybe like I don't think so moment. Because, yeah, I just have a feeling it might not exactly work. Yeah, he's not hiding behind the shield, but I mean, hey, at least you can sort of block your entire body. I mean, if you can do that at least, and I'd say that's accurate enough, Cap. So, props to you, I guess, for at least being able to conform into a ball shape enough. So, oh, also, if you didn't see, yeah, they made it where like it like kind of like is like that, and it's actually like stays on, which I like. Plus, it works because, I mean, he's supposed to have straps there. And his unmasked hair, I'm gonna put that on. That was nice how I didn't struggle to pop off. And now that it's popped on, you finish up the look with Captain America. Nice. Yeah, this helmet, maybe it's just me with it feeling kind of like with it feeling smooth, but it just to me feels like a weird feeling. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like that. Of course, so because we at least gotta have one iconic pose from Captain America, because he is America's top super soldier. You gotta at least do that like one pose that he can do best. I'm gonna have to make it where you can actually stand up, but yeah. Alright, there you go. Ta-da! We're gonna move into the back because, well, I mean, there's a good amount of space for the back, and also, you got this sweet, sweet, sweet mold cider orange zest apple cinnamon. Smells nice. This was a Christmas present. And now for the big old box. Here. So let's open this. I think it's kind of weird though how this box kind of has like this weird, like, so I call Daredevil's these devil clubs because, you know, it just makes sense. Or if you want, you can just call it drumsticks. That you could also do that if you want. Anyway, now we got Daredevil here, and he looks fantastic. I have a Matt Murdock figure. Yeah, the head sculpt doesn't match this amazing figure, but I don't care. Anyway, this is great because that looks exactly like Charlie Cox. That's his actual name. It's with an X, not the other one. And one thing I like about this figure is that I'm pretty sure this is when Hasbro started making their Marvel Legends, like MCU figures, and hopefully moving on forward in general, make it where like it's either a hinge or a dumbbell joint at the head, and then have a joint at the neck here, meaning he gets 2 bends for up and down, and yeah, he has a hinge, but because of the neck joint, he can tilt his head. And I love that, and I really hope that they continue doing that, and not only just with the Maximum Series figure wave. But yeah, let's just go into articulation after I cover over the accessories. So I hear people complaining about this piece here, how it's not articulated, and it's just, you know, solid. I'll probably just replace this with either just a wire, or I'll just wrap it with a wire, kind of like what everyone's doing with this like rope accessory. And the reason why it exists is because in the show, Daredevil would have this like rope with it for his bull clubs that would, like, you know, he could swing with them, and that's why they, you know, can do this. And it's why I accidentally almost dropped my thingy. And this is why he also comes with his hand, because it looks like a throwing thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this in like a wire or something. Anywho, Daredevil can slide in his sticks like so. I'm going to have to not have it on screen because I won't be able to see with a phone in the way. I do wish the devil clubs were like more harder plastic, because they're actually kind of like a softer plastic, just a bit, which is fine and all, but I just wish that they were a bit more harder plastic, so I don't have to worry about it like bending and all that. But oh well. And this is what it looks like with his devil clubs, and I like that. Plus, I like how they're unique. So, wow, this is so silent. I'm going to add some me music or something, because this is just silent and dead. Anyway, yeah, you saw his head articulation. Wow, his joints are smooth feeling. I'm glad. I don't want to have to worry about tight joints. Also, his arms can reach up this high, if you didn't notice. And he can do that like usual. And I'm pretty sure every new Marvel Legend figure can just do this much bend, which is fantastic. And since these are, yeah, if you didn't realize by now, yeah, hands like these that hold stuff like have a hinge on the side. I don't exactly know why, but I mean, oh well. And he also has a butterfly joint. It's not the most, like, oh yeah, you get the most with this butterfly joint, but it's not exactly supposed to be a butterfly joint. It's just something that makes it where, like, it's like an arm socket almost, kind of like Mcfarlane figures, meaning so it's got like some, like, so, and yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure moving forward, like Marvel MCU figures are gonna have like this new system where it's, as you saw with like the Fantastic Four figures, they have like a dumbbell waist and then just a waist cut, which I'm fine with. I mean, at least you got a dumbbell waist, which I think is better than just a ab crunch. But I really hope that you make it where, like Spider-Man figures, they keep it with the ab crunch here and dumbbell waist if you're gonna do that, or make it where it's probably gonna be dumbbell and dumbbell, but I know they're probably just gonna only do ab crunch dumbbell. So, oh well. Anywho, it's a tighter joint, but yeah, you can bend this forward that much, which is not a lot, but I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? And he can arch back this much. He can kick forward that much. I thought you were supposed to be flexible, Daredevil. He can spread out this much. I forgot to do that with Cap. But it's like the same, so let's just put you back in position. He can bend his knees smoothly this much, which is very appreciated. He can twist his thigh, and his foot is a smooth down. Up, only apparently this much, maybe? Yeah, this much. And pivot. So far, I think this is definitely one of my favorite figures, and I'm glad I have this Daredevil. Also, if you didn't realize, he can put his devil clubs in this holster, which I like because, well, I mean, you know, he can put them away. They look cool while they're put away in here. Plus, they're an easy slide-in fit, and that is also cool. Another thing I can appreciate about it, them being on his leg, is how that they are on his leg. They're not, like, on his waist, being in the way. Meaning I can, like, move his leg without devil clubs, well, mostly being just not in the way. And I appreciate that. So, yeah. Oh, and, yep. Yeah. It's a Spider-Verse figure. I mean, you need some villains that are recognizable, not just random characters, you know, so. Plus, I like the design, and I like the funny proportions. Also, dang! Why is he actually so smooth? Sorry for touching you, but you are actually, like, silky smooth. I like that. I actually like that. I can't help but find that super cool how you got this guy being, like, the smoothest figure I've ever Wow. That's really cool. And he's got a butt. Basically, no, it's just shriveled up to no existence almost. Anyway, I love his proportions. I love the skinny, long limbs and big old belly. Also, I just prefer the look of him when he's like this more so. And also because it was like cheaper. But it's like the same figure, so it's like, you know. Also, he's a bit translucent. If you didn't notice, like you could see it with his like hand here. That's cool. So he's got a fist. Can you guess what other hand he's got? Wow, a shocker, another fist. And it's interesting is words. Can I pop this out? And it's interesting piece with Miles Morales. And why is he cut up? And basically just that. He's got a stand. Why, you may ask? Because oh, nice. See, it's close. Because it looks like Miles is having portals holding his limbs in the air. Because you know that scene where Spot had like Miles in portals? Do you? Well, there you go. It looks like Miles is currently being dismembered into portals. Because Spot is just like that. Anyway, let's go on to articulation. So he has a hinge at the neck. So he can see, that's really smooth. He can look down this much and up that much, which is, I think, fair enough for a guy who has no face. He can lift his arms up literally just to, yeah, this much. He, he can swivel. Yeah, I'm definitely adding music. He can, hinge this much. That's literally just the most of it. He's also got hands, large. Why did I do that? Darn it, I did it again. He can hinge his hand to that much. And that much. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite figures. I love it so much, and it's like one of the biggest contributors to that reason. It's solely because of the fact that he's so interesting. The fact that he's got this weird, silky smooth body, I like that. He can bend forward this much. And back this much. So you can see his gut hole. I like that. He can kick forward this much. I mean, what do you expect? He can do this. He can bend his knees in this much. And he can raise his foot up this much. And down this much, and of course pivot, which I'm not going to bother testing because, you know, he has pivot. I mean, I've already reviewed 2 other Marvel Legends. You'll already know he has got pivot, so I'm not going to bother doing that. And getting him up to stand. Because I want him to be standing in the back. Boom. Also, he's got this other hand here, which I like because I don't know. It looks nice. I like its calm gesture, I guess, and also we're gonna have Miles looking at him. Envious at the fact that he's got a full body and he doesn't. Last figure, a guy who's not even a Marvel Legend. It's Ultraman. Yes, I finally got an Ultraman for the continuation of me saying, hey, let me know in the comments. Alright, that's cool. For the continuation of me saying, hey, let me know in the comments, which you didn't, of the video of Spin Masters, Ultraman, and Superman fighting, the 12-inch ones. And yeah, I'm going to do a Mcfarlane version of those because why not, you know. They're free. Why the actual like what feels like an hour, bro? Yeah, you know what? I have a brilliant idea. I'm going to try doing something I haven't tried doing before, which is cutting portions of this video out. Including this informational thing that I'm saying that nobody cares about. So, the stuff that is, like, the, why am I even bothering talking about it? If I'm just going to cut it out anyway. Okay, so now that he's out of the box. What am I saying? Box. After like taking 5 hours just trying to take him out. Wow, he's tight. And tall. Wow, he looks like a giant compared to these guys. I know he's a full-on inch taller or a bit over an inch, but like even then, though, dang, dude. Well, that worked out for my stop motions, making him feel very intimidating, because it makes, like, Daredevil look like a midget. That's cool. Yeah, this guy I love because he has this purplish tone. He has a purple tone to him. I like that. He's got a purple tone to him. Which I'm gonna think about dry brushing to make it where like it's like a bit of a darker, so it's a bit more accurate, but also because I think it would just be kind of cool. Or maybe I'll just leave it like this. Who knows? Though I think it'd be kind of cool to do that for like texture reasonings. And yeah, he already, as I said, he comes with all these hands. So, articulation. Did bro just get neck surgery or what? Because why is he not able to move his neck really? Well, that's one thing I'll be modding, is his neck articulation, because he can't exactly move it. As far as what I'm seeing. Like, see? Down, up. Not exactly much. He can raise his arm out literally the same amount that is Superman's, and then add it up with the oops. Oh no, this is gonna take 5 hours just trying to pop back into place. Well, I definitely know what I'm going to put on this one. Doesn't help the fact that I can't exactly see it. Never mind, that's just not popped in. Now that's popped in. Okay, yeah, he can only raise it up this much. I mean, fair enough. And as you know, Mcfarlane socket joints. Yeah, you already know that. He can bend in and this much, which is very appreciative. And the Mcfarlane hinge joint, which is, multi-directional, where it's like you can then twist it and go like, so that's cool. Man, this guy's cool. I love Ultraman's suit from the Superman movie. Plus he's heavy. He's heavy. He can bend forward at least this much, which is like the most Mcfarlane tends to get. I'm kidding, but also not really. Yeah, I'm probably gonna mod this as well to make where he can bend it forward this much more. But though at least he gets a generous back much. He can kick forward a nice this much when it's like fully up. But if I was trying to keep his leg inward, then yeah, he can kick to still respectable here. He can bend his knee in this much. I'm really trying to avoid pinching myself in his joints because that hurts. Because I actually did that before. And he can bend his feet down this much, or like so. Up this much, which is like, dang, Michael Jackson. And twist, because broken cankles. And another twist, because this guy can figuratively just yank off his ankles, I guess, by twisting. Oh, and toe joints, because Mcfarlane is just like that. My opinion about the, well, I guess, nah, I'm not gonna really bother with that because it's like 6 hands. So my opinion about these guys is that they're all dope. I like them all. That was too hard, but oh well. Yep, I just pinched myself. That's funny. Well, let's get you to standing up now. Easy peasy. So, yeah, these guys are all good. I like Captain America. I'm going to be trying to make his, see if I can make a shield be on his back or something. Daredevil, I like because, I mean, it's Daredevil, but I'll make it work. His thing is, well, then again, though, why even bother using this piece? I'll probably just, like, just simply use a wire straight up when he's, like, swinging around. So, yeah. Spot is really cool. And same for Ultraman, though. I'm going to have to mod Ultraman the most because I'm going to have to do something about crunch forward and his head. So, yeah, I think that's that video. This is the video, and I'm definitely going to be cutting out some portions. So, yep, this is it.